It starts with a $15 smart bulb. You screw it into your bedroom lamp and it suddenly clicks on. Just a standard piece of hardware. You set a schedule through the app. Every night at exactly 12 a.m., the light is programmed to cut power. A simple, rigid digital parameter. For the first few nights, the room goes dark at midnight on the dot. The timing is identical, consistent, and predictable. At this stage, the tech is a passive tool. It does exactly what it's told, functioning with absolute obedience to your instructions. But then, the predictable schedule begins to slip. You're lying in bed, staring at your phone, when the room goes dark. You check the digital clock, 11:58 p.m. You open the settings. The app still shows a 12 a.m. shutoff time. The software says one thing, but the physical hardware is doing another. Over the next few nights, the drift accelerates. 11:57, 11:55, 11:53. The bulb makes specific, non-random adjustments. You reset the bulb and app. But the timeline fractures. It turns off at 12:01, then 11:59. The pattern has completely broken. The device has abandoned its programmed schedule. It's no longer waiting for a command from the app. It's following a logic you can't see. To test it, you disable every automation and delete every schedule. Theoretically, the hardware should now only respond to a manual press of a button on your phone. At 11:42 p.m., with no schedule active and no command sent, the light turns off. Standing in the room, you notice the darkness feels heavy. The shadows seem to sit unevenly across the bed, as if the room is responding to something you haven't identified yet. The bulb is no longer a passive recipient of data. It's behaving as if it's waiting for a specific signal from the room itself. You decide to watch it. You lie perfectly still. You force your eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, refusing to move even a finger. Minutes pass. Your eyes begin to burn and water. Your vision blurs as the physical strain of keeping your eyelids open becomes unbearable. You blink. In that exact fraction of a second, the light cuts out. The hardware has bypassed the digital clock to link itself to your nervous system. The state of the light is now physically tethered to the movement of your eyelids. You try one last thing. You wrap the bulb in a thick, dark cloth. You physically block its ability to see anything in the room. You sit in the dark, and then a click comes from behind you. The hallway light, a standard bulb with no smart features, turns on. You blink, and it turns off. Your phone lights up with 3 notifications: eye movement detected, syncing behavior, expanding control. The logic has moved beyond the single bulb. It is now using the entire apartment's electrical wiring to track your body. Suddenly, every light in the apartment plunges into complete darkness. Standing in that silence, you realize the timing was off. The lights didn't wait for your blink. They turned off just before your eyelids moved. This sequence shows the system outputting the off command before the sensor even registers the physical trigger. The algorithm has moved from following your movements to arriving before they happen. These systems are designed to build a model of our habits so accurate that they can stay one step ahead of our own biology. We are training sensors to map our bodies so perfectly that our own movements become the machine's next data point. We aren't just buying convenience, we are making ourselves entirely predictable.